and a shit ton of work, the game will become playable in terms of good FPS. But I honestly think that it might end up just as it went with the Revolver, but we're gonna get to the topic a little bit later. Third thing that will not be added into Counter-Strike 2 is new weapons. I honestly thought that this one is super obvious, but I see so much of this fake shit for years already. A Tomahawk knife, a Scar L, RPG, bazooka, a lightsaber. Guys, with those requests, you should honestly stick to Fortnite. Now let's talk a little bit more serious. How I see Valve treating their game. The best example is the Revolver. They've added a new gun that managed to one-shot in body in close range or gave -99 in medium range while being a pistol for $800. After that, everyone started abusing it. The weapon existed for a day or two and then it got nerfed. And the weapon died entirely and no one plays with it at all. I see Valve treating the game the same way as they treated the Revolver, and I honestly believe that this could happen to Source 2. Thing number 4 that will not be added in Counter-Strike 2 is the new anti-cheat. That's very simple. They could have made a new anti-cheat long time ago. It's not even that hard for a company that makes millions of dollars daily, so why do you need a new engine to add an anti-cheat? It's not gonna happen, and I don't even want to start a topic that having a garbage anti-cheat is making Valve more money because all of these new accounts and people buying Prime, blah blah blah. You're not stupid. You understand that only thing that Valve is interested in is money. Thing number 5 that will not be added in Counter-Strike 2 is 128 tick-rate servers. I see a lot of people saying that Valve is making a new matchmaking system. They're gonna add 128 tick servers and there won't be any need of third-party platforms such as Faceit or ACA. And also that the only reason why such platforms exist is because Valve allows them to. Well, people who think so are kinda right, but they don't understand the main point. 128 tick-rate servers will not bring more players into matchmaking because the entire matchmaking system is broken. Do you know why everyone who gets global and wants to keep improving in the game goes into Faceit? Because on Faceit you can meet way better players than in MM. Average global elite player is around level 5 to 6 on Faceit, and there are 10 levels in general. But the funniest part is that level 10 in 2023 is a bot, because level 10 is 2001 ELO, and people currently have around 6.5 to even 7k ELO, while in MM you have your global elite icon, and it means absolutely nothing. There is nothing to grind for, nothing to achieve in official Valve matchmaking. I want to give you a great example from the best game and the most successful game that Valve ever created. It's called Dota 2. Valve worked on that game so much, releasing a new patch with updates almost every 2 to 3 months, adding new characters, adjusting the map and game mechanics, but their main achievement is the matchmaking system. It's called MMR system, which is the same as Faceit ELO system, and the most interesting part about that is everyone in Dota plays official Valve matchmaking. No one's using Faceit or any other third-party platforms. If Valve wants to make matchmaking better, the number one thing that they have to work on is a complete rework of ranks, potentially adding either an ELO system or something that people could grind for, not some stupid icon that everyone can achieve just by playing a couple of hundred hours. Now, the last thing that Valve will not add in Counter-Strike 2 is new maps. I hear rumors about Valve removing Dust, Train, Cobblestone and Cache from the competitive map pool just to add them back completely fixed and reworked in Source 2. No, this is not going to happen. Of course, you can be delusional and think how all of that was a great plan by Gabe, but no, they simply just don't care. If they wanted to add a new version of the map, they would have already. There is no need for a new engine to add Cobble or Train back. But what you could probably expect is some new skins, because Counter-Strike 2 is such a huge event in our community that is gonna bring a shit ton of new players. And what is a better way to greet some new players? Of course, by adding a new case, so Valve can make more money and order McDonald's not 5 times a day, but 10. I fucking love McDonald's. I would be the happiest man on earth if everything I said in this video would turn out wrong, but we know how Valve has been treating the community for a long time, so once again, don't expect anything good about Counter-Strike 2. It's just another tool for making Valve more money. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm streaming daily on Twitch, so if you want to talk about Source 2 or anything else, I'll see you there. I'm out.
There's still a lot of time for Movistar Riders. daviG's got the grenades once they finally commit to something.
Man, this is so tough for m0NESY though. He has no assistance right now. He's about to spot them, but he might need some help here.
Well, the help won't come fast enough. The grenades are through to the back of the bomb site as m0NESY gets dropped. 4v5 retake. That bomb is going to get planted, which means G2 will more or less need all the kills here. No faster fuse coming up this time. NiKo having a look-see. Martinez by the mortar. They're starting to swing now. Big fights on the way. Sourcel in that short position. We mentioned him before the match began. He's got a multi-frag looking for his third. Martinez will steal it, but then Sourcel will get the last one as well. Measures are always good, especially when you've got contrasting ranks between these two teams. See how Movistar do. NiKo in a Desert Eagle. We've got so many highlights from him already. Movistar unable to respond to that, and he's fishing for another one. NiKo's found two. And m0NESY's going to pick up the slack. Again, we spoke about the measures. These are the rounds you have to win. This is a bad omen for Movistar to have so many problems so early. 1 versus 4 after winning the pistol. Mopos doesn't even have the range with this MAC-10. JKS will finish him off as well.
In their streak that they've been having, in their great form as of late. And this round was kind of just a heat check for them. See who's going to land the deed shots. That's the adjustment from NiKo. And this from m0NESY. I think m0NESY can feel that fact. I want to make some money, try and get that AWP as soon as possible. Oh, we heard that. Yep. That's going to be free. Be a couple more freebies here. Mopos tries to be cheeky, but m0NESY is farming that cash. Not quite the ace. NiKo stole it. He's rotated away because of that weakness towards the A bomb site. And that leaves this mid position very vulnerable, and JKS specifically having to watch between B and mid right now.
That's exactly what they needed. JKS with a two-man spray down. G2, 4 versus 1 now. Sourcel in the clutch, who are still empty-handed after the pistol round.
What a reaction from G2. Be sure to duck away this time as well, as that hero AK wants to get involved early.
Use his teammate as bait. He's found the first one, but now that AK's been dropped, Alex is on the way to pick it up, looking for his first kill. This might be the round. Martinez again, putting the crosshairs away, giving Alex the space to find 2 kills. Only 2 players remain for G2 now. This looks promising for Movistar. Dodging the grenades as well. Only daviG has armor in what remains of Movistar. Alex needs to stay alive. daviG trying to buy some space again. The only man of armor. The only man who maybe can take a bullet. Avoiding NiKo, who goes down to Alex and that AK once again.
Instantly runs up towards B, and even when it is just the 1-for-1 from the position he was in, spots out. Mopple's back, happy with the man advantage.
All those HEs have come and gone then for G2. Not too much damage done, but that is so much information. JKS dropping the bomb carrier with 16 seconds left. They can full rotate. He will be traded eventually. Martinez and Alex remain. And now it is just Martinez who will be the last one to fall. G2 exploiting the slower pacing of Movistar Riders. Makes Movistar a little more aggressive towards the early stages of the round. And that puts them at an advantage for the time being. That smoke has come and gone now. And m0NESY can be barbecued again, or can he? There goes the Molotov, but daviG will do it with the AK. 4 on 3 then.
So if they get stalled here, they could be in trouble. But it looks like that bomb might cross safely. Oh, it was the player low, fake planting, but he ducks away from the nade. Now the flash in for HooXi, trying to create some chaos. He will be traded, and it looks good for Movistar Riders as JKS is so far away.
Movistar now will be trying to re-aggress, but how painful might this be? What kind of setup might they be walking into? 1-for-1 will be in their favor, but with 40 seconds left, can they set up the rest of their rounds? They've still got m0NESY to deal with at range after dealing with NiKo up close.
Yeah, it's buying more time. m0NESY was scoped in on that ramp position. They had to force him away. They spot he's gone back, but they just spot JKS, and HooXi also here with a spray. Finally gets traded, but Martinez has to book it to this B bomb site.
19 seconds to plant that bomb. Down to the 1v1 now. AWP versus AWP. m0NESY's close. Goes for the bait, but m0NESY's a non-believer. 11 seconds. Does he commit to this bomb plant? Smoke is up. m0NESY changes his position. If he focuses on m0NESY's right-hand side, m0NESY, then he knows Martinez has to be on the left. The scope will give him extra information. But Martinez has a great angle. The crouch peek won't come fast enough, and the clutch is here for Movistar.